Quentin Tarantino is one of the most celebrated filmmakers of our time, known for his audacious ideas and masterful storytelling. Yet, his rise to prominence was not predestined. Before becoming a Hollywood icon, he was an ordinary man leading an ordinary life. Everything changed when he made a conscious decision to rewrite his own narrative.
And there was like one night where I'd stay up all night long, and rather than give myself excuses, I would look at everything that I'm fucking up in my life or everything I'm not doing or whatever, and just not give myself any fucking excuses out. Just like nail it. And I would spend like all night laying out everything I'm doing that's wrong, and then I would spend the last 2 hours figuring out how I can change it. And as opposed to just doing it and then going to get some sleep, I decided to change my life.
Tarantino's method, at its core, is an exercise in existential self-overcoming. It is reminiscent of Friedrich Nietzsche's imperative, become who you are. This dictum is not an invitation to uncover a preordained essence, but a call to actively shape oneself through deliberate choices. Nietzsche viewed self-creation as an aesthetic task, where individuals sculpt their own identity as an artist shapes a work of art. In this sense, Tarantino's nocturnal ritual mirrors a process of self-authorship. However, as Dostoevsky warns, the path to self-realization is fraught with suffering. Man is unhappy because he doesn't know he's happy. Only because of that. For Dostoevsky, suffering is not merely an affliction to be avoided, but a crucible through which one attains deeper self-awareness. Confronting our most painful failures is an existential necessity, for it is only in reckoning with our own limitations that we grow. The Tarantino method, then, is an act of philosophical self-examination, a confrontation with one's own weaknesses, much like the Nietzschean demand for self-overcoming. Tarantino's approach requires 3 essential elements: a pen, a notebook, and the solitude of the night, when the world is silent and undisturbed. The process begins with an uncompromising question. What am I doing wrong? Here, radical honesty is paramount. One must ascend into the depths of their own inadequacies, much like Nietzsche's Übermensch, who rejects comforting illusions in favor of an unflinching confrontation with reality. The discomfort of this exercise is precisely what makes it transformative. Once everything has been externalized onto the page, fears, failures, regrets, comes the next question. How can I change this? The answer must be precise and actionable. One is tasked with producing a list of 100 concrete strategies for self-improvement. This aligns with Nietzsche's belief that philosophy should not be a passive intellectual exercise, but a guide to action. To think deeply without acting is to betray the very spirit of self-overcoming. From this moment forward, whenever a question arises, how can I change my life? One already possesses a framework for transformation. Yet, as with all philosophical endeavors, mere contemplation is insufficient. The imperative is clear. Act, write, transform. In closing, let us return to Nietzsche's poetic invocation. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. The Tarantino method is, at its core, a Nietzschean practice, an aesthetic act of self-creation born from the chaos of introspection and the will to overcome.